Hi, honey. Oh, she falls. Oh, you're so sweet. You're just so sweet. Come here. Come here. Oh, she just wants cuddles. She just wants cuddles. This is Annie. Up there, that's Nola. You can see more of them at InstaFam Fun on Instagram. Oh, baby. Yeah. Is you purring? You're so sweet. You're sweet. Mm-hmm. Mama love you. I think so. I think so. Oh, I think so. Oh, I think so. Look at you. Look at she lets me do this to her. You're so cute. You're so cute. She's my baby girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This was so good, doesn't it, honey? Yeah. Oh. In fact, when you pick her up, you can't pick her up any other way. She's so cute. Are you just going to lay here with me? Huh? Okay, can you please not bite the cards though, sweetie? Because they're pretty cards, aren't they? We want to keep them pretty. Okay. Hi, everybody. I want to get both these guys in here, but I don't want to. There we go. There we go. Okay. So when the cats meow or do something when something is going on during my readings, they are little excellent confirmers. I mean, it's even in my normal everyday life, if I'm talking to somebody on the phone or if I'm, doing a reading for you guys, even if I'm alone, even if I have a thought, I swear to God, you guys, I'll even have a thought and she'll go, meow. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm right, And she's right on. She is totally right on with everything she meows at. That's Annie. They both do it. Nala does it too. Very, very intuitive. And that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. How do you love your enemy? How do you forgive someone who's really done you wrong? Well, the first thing I started to do this last night because I found it was funny because I just was like just having a little session for myself, talking out loud to the person who had done that. and I don't know, gosh, I wish I could have had it on film because it was pretty cool. But I encouraged the person to love themselves, and I said I'd be praying for you. I said I would be praying for you, and I am. And I think it's just really important going forward, with all this stuff being revealed, that we keep focusing on ourselves and mind our own business. One of the reasons that it's kind of a pain in the butt to have friends or to have relationships is almost inevitably the other person gets in your business and starts telling you what you should be doing that you already know that you should be doing. That's kind of irritating. It's like, yeah, I know to think positive. Yeah, I know to visualize the best outcome. Yeah, I know to, and it's to hear that from someone who you're on your own path. Everybody's on their own path. And the more we can mind our own business, meaning, I don't mean that in a way that like mind your own business. I don't mean it in a defensive way. What I mean is when all of us, instead of seeing what anyone else is doing wrong or what you think they should be doing better, or you want to do, I don't know, like, taking the example of this person who threatened me or whatever, they shouldn't have threatened me or whatever, any kind of shoulds. If you should on anybody, don't should on anybody, because when we learn to go within ourselves and to love ourselves more, and we see that what we're seeing out there that's bothering us is actually what we're kind of afraid of inside, then we keep going inside, to heal ourselves, that's when we start making some serious progress. And that's when you really become powerful. Because when you make it about somebody else, they steal your power away from you. I've heard people say, like, what does it mean to be in your power? Well, it's not allowing anybody else to have a say in how you feel. Not anybody who's done you wrong. Not anybody who's telling you what to do. Not anybody. That you are your own sovereign boss. You are your own. You are your own authority, and that's it. So we're coming to that time where we take responsibility for ourselves. And we see these things that I'm talking about as opportunities for us to everything. Everything can be made into an opportunity for us to know ourselves deeper. And what it is you feel like if I were to do what that person did, I wouldn't feel like I was lovable. So that just means you have to love yourself more. So we're going to do an exercise right now. If you're ever upset with somebody, or even just to do throughout your day, just do this, okay? Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. I love you. I love you even when you judge. I love you even when you fear letting go of someone. I love you when you're mad. I love you when you're indignant. I love you when you're sad, when you're depressed. I love you when you've given up, and I love it when you fight. I love everything about you. I love when you mess up. I love when you give yourself a hard time. I love you. I love you. I love you, and that will never, ever change. And I've always got your back, no matter who else in your life doesn't. I will always be here for you. I love you. Now, I want you to think about somebody you are very angry at right now. No matter what side of the fence you're on, and there are many different fences and many different angles you could look at that from. People are upset about a lot of different subjects right now. I just want you to go into the same heart space, your hand on your heart. And I want you to imagine either a beautiful pink or glistening or pearly white light coming from your heart to theirs. You don't have to say these exact words. I'm just kind of giving you a template of what to do on your own when you do it for yourself. Think of this other person. I love you. I can imagine people weren't there for you like you wanted them to, just like it's happened for me sometimes. I bet you grew up in such a way, or could have grown up in such a way, that you didn't have that kind of support. Maybe you were even encouraged and taught to be hateful, spiteful, mean, and manipulative. Maybe things were pounded in your head not to love. Or maybe something so horrific happened in your life that you chose to hate rather than love. And I love you anyway. Keep showing them that light. Keep giving them that light. And Annie just showed up. Yeah. Thanks for your help, my love. I love you for the mistakes you've made. I love you even when you're judging. I love you even when you think your life is more important than someone else's because you believe something or have an idea about something. I love you even if you're wrong. I love you even if you change your mind and become a more loving person. And I love you if you should make the decision to become more negative and more hateful. Because I love you unconditionally. Now, I may react to you. I may feel upset because my own triggers and things that are unhealed within me, but I love you as my brother or my sister. And I accept you for who you are and the role that you're playing in my life right now. And I'm so sorry those painful experiences have happened in your life. And I'm so sorry you're afraid. And I'm so sorry for whatever has caused you to lash out. And I'm so sorry if you feel something is unfair. You just don't know. You don't know what somebody else has gone through to get where they're at. You may say to yourself, well, I've been at many of those crossroads and I always choose love. Well, you have a strong heart. You have a really strong heart. But some people have been through some other traumatic experiences that you haven't. You know? So give people grace. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And give them the love that they can't give themselves by being negative. Some people who are in denial about these circumstances in our world are doing so because they can't face some kind of deep, painful truth within themselves. They're in denial. And hopefully we can still save those people. So it's not about judging them. It's about let's all pick to co-create a bright future together. The things that we're thinking about and the things that we're talking about are the things that are actually creating our future. Turn off the TV. Don't watch the news. Don't read the news. Don't look at anything that you would see as negative. And I had somebody yesterday say something about how talking about these subjects is very uncomfortable and it's negative. So everything is perspective. And sometimes in a family, things have to be discussed because in order to be authentic and to be honest and to be truthful, you have to speak your truth. Call it confrontational, but it's really just being honest. And the word confrontational kind of implies people pleasing, because it's healthy to confront. It's healthy to say that anything, whatever your truth is about whatever subject it is. It's healthy. And it's healthy for you to have an opinion that's different than someone else's and vice versa. It's healthy to have our differences and it's healthy to have our preferences because it's all just part of being a human being that has an ego. And that's all okay. It's okay in you and it's okay in others. The quicker we can get out of trying to please others by being a certain way with them, the better, because we can have those good, honest conversations. You know what? I never have felt really good about that, whatever that is. I never did say anything, but have you ever had those conversations where you admit something to a friend or something? That's always made me feel really uncomfortable. And they finally say it and you're like, it's like a part of you knew that you were doing something that may have made them feel uncomfortable, but they never said anything. So you're like, well, okay, I guess I'll just keep doing it. But then when they finally say it, you're like so relieved. Some truth. Thank you for telling me. And then this cloud lifts off of you and the two of you are bonded. It brings people closer when you say your truth. And if that person is being superficial with you or they're trying to people please you and they don't get your way, then you get to see their true colors and they can go their own way. If you guys don't, why would you hang out with or listen to somebody that has a very strong opinion to the opposite, and they think you should be of the same opinion they are, and they're trying to tell you what to do, and you're not liking it? Why subject yourself to that? Just go be around friends who are like-minded, and and I'm not even talking about judgment. This person thinks this way, and I am going this direction. I'm not going to be in that fearful place. I mean, so many of us are divided with family and friends and everybody right now because they believe something different. If you do say something to them, say it out of love, say it out of compassion, say it gently. I'm talking to hundreds of people. I say it in a way that I hope will jar people sometimes and make them see what they're doing, and say it in such a way that they might, whoa, I'm killing children? What do you mean? And they'll want to investigate and want to look into it. I make them curious. And I'm not doing it. When I sit down to do these videos, I'm listening to God's words pouring through my mouth. I mean, I'm not listening, you know what I mean? I'm saying what Spirit's prompting me to say. Okay, so lay hints with your family, or you can tell them straight up. If they're being straight up with you, you can be straight up with them. You know what I mean? I don't believe the same thing. And just go with those people that are like you, and also, and taking a stance. Well, I'm stepping over here. It's more like, I want to be around loving, supportive people. That's it. And you're over here in fear. And I don't like the energy. We have to be protective of our energy right now. And we have to be intuitive about things. And if it feels good, be around it or watch it. If it doesn't feel good, don't watch it. Don't be around it. Period. It's so simple, right? So this is a time to break away from people pleasing anybody about anything. We need to choose ourselves. And when you choose yourself, you love yourself. And when you're coming from a loving place, when you are adequately loving yourself, you can then adequately love other people. That's just the way that it goes. That's why I went in the order that I did. And I had you love yourself first, because if I would have gone the other way around, there would have been more resistance, because that's just how things are. Okay, so I pulled a card, an empowering questions card. Let's see what it says. What advice about life would I give to myself if I was a mother and wished nothing but happiness for my child? Wow. I'll repeat that. What advice on life would I give to myself if I was a mother and wished nothing but happiness for my child? That is how you need to be treating yourself right now. If you're not giving yourself, stop yourself sometimes and be like, what would I tell my best friend about the same situation? What advice would I give my best friend? And then you say that to you. Go to the mirror sometimes and say, I love you. You crack me the hell up. You are freaking hilarious. And you know what? You own your truth and you speak your truth at a time when it's scary to do so. Give yourself a pat on the back. Because when you do that, you can then extend it to others. And you can say the same thing to others. Look at you, you little warrior. All of you who complimented me on my video day yesterday, you guys did that because you love yourselves and because you see that in yourselves. And anyone who felt like you judged me in that video, you judged yourself. Do you understand that? It wasn't me you were judging. You were saying, oh my gosh, if I were to say that, if I were to do that, I wouldn't be lovable. But you know what? You are lovable. No matter who you are, what you're doing, what you're saying, whatever your role, you deserve love. How much good can I handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. When you extend that kind of love to yourself and to others, it lifts everybody up. And listen to her going off. It lifts everybody up, that grace. So let's not be divisive right now. We're about to go through one of the biggest things we've ever gone through, probably since 9/11. I'm not sure what it is. I have felt a solar flare type, or I saw a vision of a solar flare type thing, but I don't know if that was literal or symbolic. Things sometimes in the spirit world, as you guys know, are kind of cryptic. But, hopefully you're prepared with some extra water and food and things like that. But I wanted to look at some cards too and give us a feel for what's coming up ahead, because no matter what side you're on, like I said earlier, no matter what you're going through right now, there are some things that we can be all doing to help us move into and co-create what we want, not what we don't want. She's playing with my rubber band and she always stretches them out. So, I'm going to put it between my legs. She won't go there. Yeah. So, all right. Where did it go? Where did it go? All right. So spend some time meditating every day. Oh gosh, Annie. Okay. Spend some time meditating every day and visualizing. It's so weird because it's like, all right, so much is going to change and so much is going to seem kind of foreign to us in the days to come. It's going to take a very open heart and mind. And some of you are even resistant to, like, I don't even know if I'd want the earth to be like that. I don't even know if I would want this, that, and the other thing. The more truths that you learn, yeah, you'll want that. The more you realize how we've been tricked and manipulated through the years and duped, basically, the more you're going to want to align with that which is pure, organic, and true and authentic. And the more we are going to want to be more interdependent instead of codependent. It's like, I have this and you need it, so here you go. You have this and I need it, so here I go. And it becomes like a symbiotic type of thing. That's what we're coming into. If you can't visualize, because you just can't fathom all these wonderful things that are coming for us, like med beds and having our own gardens, having free energy, stuff like that maybe you're just like, that's impossible. That would just never happen, for whatever strong opinions you might have about that. If you can't picture some of these things, Annie, okay, I think you need to go down. Jeez. She's attacking all my cards. So she's like, dig into the cards already. So I will. Okay. Anyway, be at least blocking out thoughts. And I don't mean blocking. Blocking is kind of insinuating, like, well, it is kind of blocking. But it's more about like that one exercise that Sam the illusionist recommended, and I loved it. Whenever a thought comes in, before it actually becomes a thought, count it. Oh, here comes a thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, count it. Don't look at it. Don't think the thought, but count the thought. And that's going to help you stay present in the moment. Feather. Think first before you judge. Yes, before you lash out at anybody for anything at all. And they're all watching. They all have witches' hats. Do you know that's a trick too, you guys? And your mind is going to be blown at what we've been tricked about. All the witch trials and all that crazy stuff. But this is the deck that I'm using, by the way, right now. It's really cool. It's Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, Amanda Lovelace. So, and look at her hair. Amazing, right? Anyway, the whole witch trial thing and all of that was these nefarious Satanists, Luciferians, and I say that very loosely. It could be devil, Satan, and Lucifer. I wrap them all into the same negative package, even though there are variances between them. There are these differences, but that's just technical to me. So, and I mean, you could put more names in that, but those nefarious people, meaning they're ill-willed, ill-intended, wanting to cause harm, back then they convinced people like who are practicing love and light and use herbs and, healthy, organic, natural people who were kind and loving people were called witches, whether they practiced Wicca or not. If they were pretty much good people that didn't judge and they used natural means of things, they would get judged and they would get hung, and they had all these, excuses to be violent and ugly and rip people apart, mutilate their bodies and things like that. Do you know why they did that? To get you guys used to and accustomed to killing things and that being okay because it was justified, right? Would a good God ever do that? And our God is good. He would never, ever want you to mutilate, kill, maim, or do horrific things to people. That's not acceptable, and that's not a loving way. A loving God would sit someone down, and it's like I've heard about that. There's some village where every time somebody steals or does something bad, you sit them in a chair and you get the whole village to surround them and tell them good things about themselves. Get them to believe in themselves again. You bombard somebody with things that you really love about them, they're not going to keep doing those bad things. So, Feather, think first before you judge. Let's read that 26. And when you go with those like-minded friends, don't go in a oh, well, we're over here, we're the smart ones, and pick on those people and judge those people. I mean, it's funny sometimes. It's funny sometimes to do that, and it can be a bonding thing, but at the same time, we're enforcing our egos when we do that. So try to have as much love and compassion for the other side as you can, and not necessarily even feeling sorry for them, because that's still kind of being condescending, if that makes sense. Just realize and have compassion for them having been through a lot. Okay, here's what it says. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Wow. Examine this situation. Is your judgment justified, or is it society tricking you into your stance? Whoa. Wow. After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Whoa. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. When you reflect on yourself first, you go inside. Ooh, okay, so I just got a sign also, which I'll tell you about next. When we go inside and we take care of ourselves first and foremost, and we get in that clear space, you even do thank you, God, for my misery exercise, so you can radically accept it. And so you can see why your higher self is putting you through that in the first place and why it's a really good thing that that's happening. Then you come to the situation and you can respond rather than react, and you can truly listen, and you can learn from people. You can learn from people who see differently than you. So, yeah. And everybody at this time everybody's making their own sacrifices. They're taking their own stand in their own unique way. They're playing their role exactly perfectly. Many of these people are right on the brink of seeing the truth. So just keep sending them love, whoever your enemies, perceived enemies are, or the ones that are causing the problem, keeping us from going to the new earth already, and you wish they would just cooperate, because we'd get to where we're going so much faster if we'd all just get on the same page, right? Just keep visualizing the future that you want and the happiness that you want. And that's going to be what brings it about, not these other people cooperating. We'll just, they're about to start seeing the truth. So keep praying that everyone see the truth in all things, right? So I glanced over when I went to close the book, and I saw a card called Witch. and it says justice is coming. And I just talked about the witch trials. They say that whatever we do comes back to us in the same times 3. If a person's intentions are well-meaning, then that good energy will come back to them in buckets. If a person's intentions are to do harm, then, well, you get the picture here. Either way, the universe is getting ready to deliver its justice. Whoa. This person might be you. If so, you should handle it with grace and learn from your mistakes. So a lot of people are in the days ahead soon, within even a week or so, possibly. I get a yes. Whenever this big thing happens, you might realize that you were wrong this whole time. They're saying handle it with grace and learn from your mistakes. I will never again listen to just popular opinion, to what all my family and friends are pressuring me to believe, what they're trying to brainwash me to believe, watching the news and just blindly trusting what they're saying when I've already known that they've been full of lies. You know, when you dig deeper, you see why they're doing it. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It kind of starts putting all the puzzle pieces together and you realize you've been duped. So, otherwise, this most likely applies to someone who's caused you harm or your loved ones. So, I was just saying this yesterday. So these cards are right on. Because yesterday I was just saying it's time for justice in this Lionsgate. It is time for things to be rectified. It is time for the truth to be known. It is time for wrongs to be made right. It is time for people to pay back their debt, their karmic debt. It is time for people to apologize for what they've done or give something back. It is time for us to offer grace. And if you're the one who's done something wrong to someone, I mean, really maybe rack your brain or anything that's been on your heart, been weighing on your heart, that'll be an indicator. If you feel like you should apologize, put your pride aside and do the right thing. Because otherwise, this Mars energy is going to come down on you and push you. Like what I'm seeing is, you know, when you're a kid and your brother or your sister like pin you to the floor and they tickle torture you or something. This Mars energy is going to force the issue because we have to learn how to treat each other well. We have to learn to treat each other as we would want to be treated. Everybody, everyone. So stand your ground. Do what you feel is right, but don't do so in judgment. Just take it all as appreciating everybody's different aspect in all of it. Know that if you have an issue with somebody, you know, send them love. Love yourself first. Send them love. Take a look at yourself. See what it's reflecting in you. And do this with everything in your life. We're accelerating this healing at a rapid pace. And whatever is to come, take it with a grain of salt. Step back away from it. Don't lash out. Stay calm. And see the gift in it somehow. See how it is a good thing. All right. Nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So your intuition, she just meowed too. Your intuition is going to be taking you through this and holding your hand through this. Okay, so just listen and pay attention to the signs and everything going on around you. Everything that you see or you sense, be paying attention to it. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature. You are magical too. So maybe you might even need to get out in nature when this happens, if you can, or visualize being in nature. That'll work too, because everybody's going to be healing. It may look like a wound at first. Maybe a wound will be reopened. It could be a traumatizing type of thing for you, or a very triggering type of thing that makes you want to crawl inside and you know, and depending on what this is, it could just make you want to curl into a ball. But Remember that everything is for your benefit and your advantage. So do the exercise, force yourself to sit down and do the exercise on paper and work it through, because you will be so glad that you did. Healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Okay. Let's do a blessing right now. This is for truth and healing for everyone watching this, and anyone that you want to bring into this space with us. If it's in agreement with their free will, and it's for the good of everybody involved, then they will have a healing from this as well, and they will also see the truth. Okay, and we're going to love our enemies in this as well. So be this glowing ball of light, whatever color you want to make it. Add some fairy dust to it, add some magic to it. Radiate this light out as wide as you can, and anyone is welcome into this light to be loved and embraced by you in this beautiful energy, okay? Ha'ama anate sanse, heshe na hala enke inapoma. So be like a moth light, like pulling all the moths into your light, and you're embracing them with your warmth and your love. Anyone who's receptive to this. Ha ma he na ke chinsi, sisi ha e na haila, epe ho ma ana ai, chinche he san se la aike na pumama an, teche he na aike, chanchensa se la na taike, upumama hana aila. Sense she na haekensa, shishinsa se la natai. All right, so do a Kuan Yin. Oh, brightness of your future. Listen to your discontent, your yearning. You want something true. You should not just be quiet and get back to your day job or how things have always been, as if you were making a drama out of nothing. Right, Annie? You are meant to be moved by these things, to become more alive. Trust in the brightness of what is meant to be. Trust in the brightness of what is meant to be. Know that that is coming no matter how horrific things look around us. Reach out to me on Telegram. We need to hold each other. We need to hold each other in a positive energy. I don't want anyone thinking or talking about negative things right now. Nothing, okay? Super important. Confidence is your key to success. Annie actually got the confidence card. This morning I pulled a card for Annie. I said, if you're good while I groom you, I'll pull you a card. And she was really good. She like spread her legs and let me get all her belly and everything. She's like, I can't believe you're telling them this. It's a good example. You got to learn to be transparent. That's how you heal. You got to be willing to share things with other people like that. She's biting the computer. Okay, so I don't know why it's separated like this, but I'm going to try to find that confidence card that she got, because I think that, I think can you guys please have me flip to the confidence card? Whoop. Maybe I'll just find it. Hang on, I'm so sorry. All right. These are such cool cards. I mean, I love the artwork. It's amazing. Or I know what we'll do. What is another message you want for us out of this deck? And it could be the confidence card or not. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. Escapist, come home to yourself. We'll read both of those. 32. Oh, with the confidence card, it said something like, practice makes perfect. And she's really done an incredible job becoming more confident. If you guys knew what Annie was like when I first got her, if you walked in the room too fast, she would hiss at you and run under something. She was a total feral cat. So it's really amazing to see how she's blossomed. Okay, escapist, come home to yourself. Everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read, and some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of that is totally healthy. Our lives can get incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem. There's that confrontation we were talking about, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall wherever they may. So this is just reiterating to not be a people pleaser and to make your truth known. Be confrontational. Confrontation just means you speak your truth. And if somebody has a problem with it, they probably shouldn't be in your space. You know what I mean? Why would you force yourself to have somebody in your life that is totally against what you're about? It doesn't make any sense. Unless it's like a business thing where you have to, where you feel like you have to be. And so just have your boundaries, basically. Just have your boundaries. If they don't agree with you, they're not in the same kind of energy as you are, just minimize your exposure and don't listen to them in terms of telling you what to do or whatever. Okay. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write in a daily manifestation journal. Cast a small or large spell. Now, these are good spells. These are good witches we're talking about. They're not saying to do anything manipulative or against anybody else's will. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve. Given that it's best for everyone involved, keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. I deserve this. Oh yeah, I deserve this. I have been through the ringer. I have been through hell and back. I deserve some goodness in my life. How much goodness can you take? How much goodness can you take? Divine drunkenness, surrender to your spiritual reverie. You're going to be drunk on life. You deserve it. Why not? You've been drunk on other things. Why not be drunk on life? Did you deserve to drink that alcohol? Really? We have to deserve everything that we like and that we enjoy? Cultivating prosperity, the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Just know that, guys. No matter how things look, this is what you're actually cultivating. So stay in a positive place and believe with all your heart and all your faith that there are all these seeds that have been planted that are going to be popping up all over the place as you reveal your radiance as the beautiful person that you are. You have been, those oysters have sand in them that made that pearl the way it is by grinding it away. And now it's like this pearly, beautiful, refined piece of pearl that's worth a lot of money. That's you. You're that beautiful, spectacular pearl that's been refined through the fire of life, through the difficulties. Somebody's going to be taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. Whatever that is you feel drawn to that you've been hesitating on, just run and jump over that stream. Just take action on it. And it will be yours, they just said. Hearing messages from spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. So if you've been doubting your abilities as an intuitive, you are seeing accurately. You just need to have confidence through God confidence. Own it. Everything that I intuit is correct, and it will be more and more so, even if it's not right now. We're all on shaky ground when we first start listening to our intuition, but we have abilities that are popping through right now that are unique. This is a unique opportunity in our time that only these types of circumstances can bring out. Isn't that incredible? This is the great awakening, the ascension. So open up those beautiful spiritual gifts and trust your intuition. It's the key to everything. Trust your heart and trust your intuition. My life is truly guided. Just know that. Okay. Anything else? And you'll build confidence as you go. Adjustments may be required. So be easygoing. Don't be stringent. Don't be like, it has to go this way or it's going to be ruined. Don't do that to yourself. Be flexible. Take it one moment at a time. It's time to release negativity, guys. Release negativity. Heal yourself. Let others free. Forgive. This energy is gaining momentum. Watch this video many times if you need to. Your commitment's being tested. What do you believe? Love or fear? Do you believe we have a bright future or a scary one? Because you're going to create whichever you believe. All is well. Your spirit guides are telling you right now, it's all okay. It's all going to be okay. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So if this just seems like the craziest Twilight Zone episode you've ever seen in your life, it's all going to work out and things will be revealed and it'll all make sense later and you're being led to a healthy lifestyle. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. You are creating this bright future we're stepping into, and God is your source for that. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith is the key and opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So we don't have to be jealous of anybody else getting anything that we wanted. Be happy and celebrate that they got that because we got ours coming too. Don't be jealous of anybody. They've been through their own stuff. They've been through their own refinement fire. And if you had to go through what they went through, if you knew everything, you'd be clapping and applauding those people. Heart's desire. You are about to be showered with love. Your time of waiting will soon be over. Remember, I just said within like a week or so, that would be soon, right? All your heart's desires are going to be fulfilled. La Natura. You will give birth to something new, something beautiful, the beginning of a wondrous journey, many blessings. So if you've been seeing rainbows, there's confirmation for you. All right. Begin now. Take your first step. And your first step is loving yourself, forgiving anybody else, being brave enough to take action and start going down that trail. Howdy, neighbor. See you later. I'll be back another time. Or not, because I'm going through the gates of triumph. See you on the other side. Success expands in your life when you start taking those steps toward what you want. Get out of that negative self-imposed prison you've put yourself in and go to a far away place. Get ready for new horizons. You might be moving or someone is. All right. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention, says Archangel Michael. Somebody just asked me too. They were wondering what angel I'm most in touch with. Archangel Michael is my man. And Haniel and Ariel. Anyone else I'm missing? Gabriel, obviously being a healer. You're protected. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Remember how fiercely I was talking about being protected yesterday? You guys have that same protection. You know, if you're loving yourself, if you're being kind and loving to other people and you like continuously work on your healing, God's not going to let you have harm come to you like that. He'll let you have enough harm that will come to you that will help refine you because it builds your confidence in him. It builds your confidence in your intuition. There's all kinds of purpose behind things like that. But essentially, though, you're being promised that you're being brought to a better life, a happy life up ahead. You're manifesting your dreams come true. Okay. So you're protected. You're supposed to be an inspiration for others. You're not getting tricked or duped into something bad. Divine magic again. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. I'm telling you guys, remember this moment. Remember this moment. Expect miracles because they're going to happen and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember seeing Amy holding up that card saying, remember this moment. Look at the time. Look at the date because you're going to have a miracle happen. All right, so I'm going to do a prayer for protection. You've got a treasure chest of wonderful things coming up ahead. An unforeseen windfall of abundance comes to you now. Could be gold, silver, crypto, anything that you've, set aside for yourself. It's going to be, it could be, I don't know, you get offered a place that has an incredible garden. You get to grow all your food on your own. Could be anything. Don't even go there because it says unforeseen. You won't be able to pick it out anyway. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. It's time to break free from what we've always lived as a society, break free from the old conditioning, break free from the brainwashing and the programming that we've been putting through that's made us hate and made us feel separate from other people and all that stuff. That is ending so something new can begin. Thank you, Kali. The old must be released so that the new can enter in. You have to let go of those old ideas and realize that you could have been wrong about all of it. We all were. We all got duped. And now we're waking up to that. Oh my gosh. You are kidding me. Mother Mary says to expect a miracle too. Have faith that your prayers are being heard and being answered because they are. And if you've been wanting a baby, that baby could be coming into your life. So, wow. Do we need to even pull anymore? Open your arms to receiving. You better get ready. Any resistance you have to receiving, work that out because you need to just open your arms to the good that's coming. Communication with your angels. Be talking to your intuition and your angels. Hold hands with God. Stay in the moment. Stay present in the moment. Be led by Him. And you're going to be led to more balanced friendships. Establish boundaries. Have those confrontations. Find out those truths. Then stand next to and support each other in a healthy way. Do not give in to peer pressure, guys. Don't give in to peer pressure. Somebody else wants to make a decision, they can't force that upon you. You make your own decision. Do your emotional healing. Going into the new earth, you're not going to need that baggage anymore. Also, if you're afraid that you're going to be a certain way in your relationship when that happens, have the faith to know that you've changed, you've evolved, you've grown, and it may not be as bad as you think, okay? Your person may love you and may be willing to work with you more than you realize. Don't assume your person's going to be like your ex was. This is a new love bringing and ushering in new energy. It's going to be a whole new dynamic. So have the faith. This is your soulmate, like your true love. This isn't just the karmic. And you guys are most likely going to go through a reconciliation with that person soon also. Right, baby? You guys are going to be getting to know each other, truly getting to know each other on a deep level. You may get to know this person better than you've ever known anybody. Oh my God. And I got the true love card. True love and soulmate. It could be a soulmate. I mean, it doesn't have a twin flame card in there. So one more deck, and then we'll be done. All right. You're a light worker. God needs you to shine your light in this world right now, to forgive. Shine your light in the darkness, on the darkness. Shed the light on any negativity. Look deeper into the situation. If you're looking to make a decision, like take your time and really go through it, and do whatever exercises you need to really figure out Mm. Yeah. You kind of stuck, yeah? Are you stuck? Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, you have an important life purpose involving communication. Don't let your inner insecurities hold you back. Talk to the love of your life. You're healing. Archangel Raphael is helping you heal. Make your decision based on what's best for you and your own life purpose, and don't let anybody else have anything to do with you making that decision. Stop it. Gosh. All right, so I'm going to do a blessing for you guys. Annie's pushing all the cards off the table because she's making room for herself. See, she's not people pleasing. Look, have faith, guys. Have faith. Your prayers are meant to look at underneath healing heart. Your heart is healing, so just have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance, okay? Hopefully this has given you a lot of great confirmation that the days ahead are going to be very wonderful, happy days, but you've got to be like a I don't know, like a diligent soldier going after that healing. Everything needs to be about healing yourself, not judging anybody. If anything gets you mad, or if you're afraid of anything, tackle it with love. Don't believe negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are a lie. What are you biting? She's biting my pendulum. She can be destructive, but it's also like, it's kind of cute because like I'll be like, she seriously can't help herself sometimes. Like if I'm brushing her, she has to bite something. I'll show you what I have that she bites on. I no longer have Coke in my life. I had to give up Coke because of my new beliefs. Because they were putting children's livers or kidneys in them or something. This is what she bites on. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna on their page, InstaFam Fun. Yeah, I'm gonna actually make a video of me grooming her because you guys will laugh your butts off. It is so funny. It's like, who used to do that? Like, was it like in some kind of old show where whenever a guy would find somebody attractive, he'd bite himself. He'd be like, you know. That's what Annie does. If she's having like, if she loves being petted like crazy and she loves being groomed, but she just can't help it. She's got to bite something. Oh, also, some of you have screaming kids running all around you and all kinds of chaos in your environment and whatnot, but try to pinpoint things that are positive about that. Instead of, saying, just keeping on reinforcing whatever the ill behavior is or the bad stuff, or just saying my life is hell, it's just so chaotic, it's just horrible, it's terrible. Watch what you're saying and use a word that's better. So I just said that Annie can be really destructive. She's pretty darn creative too. She's really good at getting her energy out, is another really great way of looking at that. She's an excellent energy worker. Because she will bite something if she's feeling all this energy. She knows how to get it out. So I could look at it as being destructive. Oh, you're so sweet. You can look at it as being destructive, or you can look at her as being really awesome at taking really good care of herself. Yeah, sweetheart, you're a good girl. And reinforce that too. Say the opposite of what it is that's happening that you don't like. Just say the opposite. Like, I love that I'm in a peaceful, supportive environment, and that I have incredible, trusting friends, and that only incredible people are drawn to me to be my friends. My children are so be bold and make the first move. So, whatever's happening in your environment that you're tempted to complain about. So let's say, let's say you have a lot of really negative, gossipy people around or something. Be affirming that that it's like, put yourself in that situation as if you've just miraculously seen something unbelievable happen, right? Like with me, with my brother, when we healed that was unbelievably incredible. So if you were to project that that's already happened in your life, like whatever the opposite would be, say, this is the most incredible experience in my life. I couldn't believe it, but if I didn't see it with my own eyes, but my friends have turned so positive, my family has turned positive. They're actually talking about this, that, and the other thing. It's absolutely incredible to see. We are all on the same page. We're all talking and sharing our truth. It is the most incredible thing. And they're taking personal responsibility. They're seeing their own stuff. They're seeing their own stuff. They're willing to look at it for maybe the first time in their entire lives. This is the most incredible miracle I've ever witnessed. Put yourself in that future position of seeing it for yourself and what you would say out loud to yourself or to your best friend or whatever, and start saying it now. That's a really good way to deal with anything that you don't like that's going on in your environment. And look, she's calmed right down. She's totally peacefully laying down. Oh, baby. Yeah. You're such a sweet girl. And you can't really see her very well right there, but trust me, she's just laying very sweetly in front of me. Yeah. And you guys are getting the view that my best friend gets almost every day whenever we talk. And that meant something too. I just thought I'd share this with you because this is the view that I share with her. So I guess that's all. I guess that's it for today. Oh, baby. She just went. Yeah. Now we're going to go have some fun. Yes, we are. And you can go have some fun. I love you guys so much. And I'll talk to you Monday in the live. All right. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.